Alright, here's a quick demo of the step-by-step tutorials. So starting with welcome to Umajin. So here we are, welcome to our workspace. We get a little bouncy orange rectangle. Go to step 1, here's our project name. Step 3, here's our page explorer, headed up by the page name, list the components underneath. Our property inspector, which we can tear off by clicking the little tab button. The properties panel, actions panel, the pages list down below, the toolbar, and then I'm just going to go into two examples on the toolbar. So the save button, which describes how that is only actually required to save additional resources because all the other saves are automatic, and then the play button, which is our favorite button, which will obviously play and test your application. Now, at the moment, clicking on anything, I'm not currently disabling the step-by-step tutorials, but the thought is that if you literally clicked outside this window on anything, that the tutorial would automatically disappear and you'd be back into edit mode. And then from the step-by-step tutorials, we'll have a list of other kinds. So we'll start with that welcome to Umajin. Then there'll be a sort of a deep dive on how to use the page controls. There'll be a deep dive on how to use the component pickers, actions, and feeds. And then I've also added a couple of interesting new properties. So for images, for example, we now have a rotate property so that we can rotate images, which you could always do underneath the hood programmatically, but it's just nice for a designer or a kid to be able to drop an image on and do that. And then we've now put a little explicit little icon next to the plus button, so you can see this is a plus for a page, this is a plus for a component, and this is a new one I'm just working on, which will let you browse by content. So in other words, if you go here, you can choose an image, and then once you've picked image, you get to choose the image you want to apply. And in contrast, if you were to go plus by content, you'd get a list of images, a list of videos, a list of animations, a list of sounds, and it would just automatically use the class most appropriate for that type. So I just think that's a useful way, much more how designers think. They think in a content-centric way, and this is more of a developer mode where you're looking for a class or a set of functionality that then you can assign content to. So yeah, so this is the new, really just to get people oriented with the user interface and just show them where everything is. And of course we already have tooltips and stuff as well. So starting to come together. Cheers.